Here we go. Up first we have Ben Walls with a 175 kilo bench squat attempt. The bar is loaded. Ben squat. Oh, okay, it's like bench. I think that guy over there is one of my fucking athletic friends. And a good lift to start off with. 2 white lights. Next up, we have Carlos with a 200 kilo squat attempt. The bar is loaded. Flight B, just in case you're not, you should be warming up. Two reds, unfortunately, for depth. $200 staying on the bar for Nathan Guttersman. Carlos, no swearing, man. You're here one morning. The bar is loaded. It looked good. And 3 white lights. Up next we have Elias with a 205 kilo first attempt. The bar is loaded. Two reds, unfortunately, for depth. Just a reminder to all lifters, you need to squat just below parallel. Parallel will be red lights. Next up we have Saxon. Saxon will be attempting a 210 kilos for his first lift. It's a good lift, 3 white lights. Staying at 210 kilos, we have Pierce up next. A nice looking squat, and it's a good lift. Up next we have Heath Young. 240 kilos will be on the bar. The bar is loaded. Heath Young. Do we have a Heath Young in? You have 25 seconds left on the clock. With 10 seconds left on the clock, he's come away with a good lift. For those in the crowd and the live stream, the competitors have 60 seconds to attempt their lift once the bar has been announced loaded. .242s in the bar for Otis. The bar is loaded. Two reds, unfortunately, for depth. Up next, we have Trent McFadden with a 255 kilo attempt. Trent has 4 weeks leading into this prep of training. Let's see what he's got. It looks good, and it is. 3 white lights. Pete.
252 to 250. No, next one down. Yep.
Up next on the bar, we have Sunny. Sunny will be attempting 260 kilos. I like Trent, he's a really good guy. He's got 2 white lights there, it's a good lift. Up last for round 1, we have Ricky Goodyear. Ricky will be starting with a 285 kilo squat attempt. Ricky is a 2-time world champion powerlifter. We expect to see some pretty big things from him today. Nice and easy in his 3 white lights. On to round 2 now for our squats. Up first we have Ben Walls. Ben will be attempting a 182.5 kilo squat. Shit, I was supposed to get extra squats. Bar is loaded. Go, go, go! Just missing it there. It was a good attempt though. Hopefully he gets it next time. Moving on to 205 kilos now for Carlos. Unfortunately, 2 reds for depth.
Hello, hello. Alright, I've just changed over the microphone. Let me know if the audio is okay. Up next, we have got Elias. 205 kilos on the bar. 205 on the bar for Elias. Unsuccessful with his opening attempt at 205. He has gone, taking it again, which is a good idea. Otherwise, training out of Fitness League, out in the valley, takes it down into the hole. Looks okay this time around. What do the judges say? 3 white lights, well done. Got done for depth, I believe, on his last attempt. Looking at the replay. Yeah, he's definitely on that one. That was a great attempt. Well done. Alright, up next we've got Nathan at 215. Nathan at 215. Successful with his opening attempt at 200. Gone up by 15 to 205 kilos. At 215 on the bar. Second attempt for the 110 kilo men. We are in flight A, squat 2. Down in the hole. Looks strong coming out. Judges say 3 white lights. Well done, Nath. Watching back the replay. Everything looks pretty solid there. It's a pretty good looking squat. Well done. Alright, up next we've got Saxon. The bar is loaded. 220 kilos on the bar. We've got 2 full flights in this evening's comp. We should get out of here around 7-ish. It's going to be a great day of lifting. Whoa, just leaning forward there on the unrack. Recovers well, takes it down. Doesn't look too bad. It's a 2-to-1 majority. That's a good lift. He almost took a step forward there, but was able to recover. All right, up next we've got Pierce. 222.5 kilos. Another one out of the Lifters League crew. Looked like a nice strong unrack there from Pierce. Takes into the hole. That's a nice looking squat. And he gets 3 white lights for his efforts. That's a great squat by Pierce. Alright, looks like we've got Otis, Heath, Trent, Sonny, and Ricky Goodyear are your next 5 or 6 lifters. Otis missing his previous attempt on depth at 242.5. He's now gone up to 250 kilos for his second attempt. $250 on the bar. Otis' second attempt. Oh, I don't know, it looks borderline. What are the judges going to say? Oh, unfortunately, 2 reds there again on depth. Alright, Heath, 250 kilos is the next lift for him. Alright, the bar is loaded now for Heath. Alright, come on Heath. 250 kilos on the bar. I hope there's a bit of feet movement there after the squat call. What do the judges say? Yeah, he got 1 red there for moving his feet after the squat call. Can't quite see him on the live stream because the name and weight bar at the bottom of the screen covers the lifter's feet. But from my seat I could see just a little bit of movement in that foot. Alright, the bar is loaded for Trent McFadden now. Let's see how he does here with 285 for his second attempt. Down he goes. Looks like a pretty strong looking squat. The judges say 3 white lights for Trent. It's a good looking squat by Trent. Is he going to go to 290? Oh, I thought that was a 285 squat. Trent's gone from 265 on that attempt up to 275 kilos. 2 more lifters in the round. We've got Sonny and then we've got Ricky. All right, Sonny 272.5 on the bar. Strong unrack there by Sonny. Oops, sorry guys. He gets a 2-to-1 majority. I have left the score sheet running. Sorry guys. All right, the king, Ricky Goodyear, 300 kilo, second attempt. The bar is loaded for Ricky Goodyear. 300 kilos on the bar. This is Ricky's first 3-lift comp back in a very long time. He did some marathon running up until mid last year, where he decided to get into powerlifting again. Ricky's been training at the power strength since 2011. Nice and smooth on the way down, just as smooth on the way up. Well done. Alright, I'm going to pass you back over to Matt, another MC here, because I need to run out the back and do some knee wraps.
On to round 3 now. We have Ben Walls up next. Ben will be attempting 182.5 kilos again. I believe just missing his last second attempt for depth. Unfortunately, just missing it there. Give him a round of applause, guys. Up next, we have Carlos. Carlos will be attempting a 205 kilos again. The bar is loaded. Nice and deep, Carlos. Two reds there, unfortunately, though. Still making it up each time. Up next, we have Elias. Elias will be attempting 215 kilos. Two reds there, unfortunately, for depth. Up next, we have Nathan. Nathan will be attempting 227.5 kilos. Go, go, go. He fought it, and he got it. 3 white lights. 2:27 staying on the bar next for Saxon.
All right, I'm back in the hot seat. We now have Saxon with 227.5 kilos, 500 pounds for his third and final squat. Looks like a good unrack. Goes down. The knees moving a little bit, but apart from that, it's like a pretty solid squat. The judges say 2-1 majority. That's a good lift there by Saxon. All right, up next, we've got Pierce, followed by Otis, Heath, Trent, Sonny, and Ricky. This is your men's 110 kilo class. Bar is loaded for Pierce with 232.5 kilos. $232.5 on the bar for Pierce. Down he goes, 232.5. Up, he gets stuck, but he's pushing through. Whoa, what a grind. What do the judges say? 3 wide lights. Let's watch this on the replay. Is there any sort of dip? It's the hole well, comes up, it's stalled. No dip, and he knows he's got it. You saw him shake his head. Wow, what a great attempt there. Well done, Pierce. All right, the bar now moves to 250 kilos for Otis. The bar is loaded. 250 kilos on the bar. This is your men's 110 kilo class at the 2020 GPC Queensland State Championships. This event ran for 2 days. We have 2 comps each day. We have lightweights in the morning, heavyweights in the evening. Yesterday was all women. You can find the live streams at powerliftingtv.com.au. Oh, I don't know. Hopefully you can get this one on the board, missing his previous 2. No. Unfortunately, that means Otis has missed all 3 squats and will not be able to post a total this evening. Lifter must be successful with at least 1 lift in each of the disciplines to be able to post a total and place in the competition. But Otis missing all 3 squats means he will be ineligible to total. We will let him finish the comp though. He will be able to bench and deadlift later on. So stay tuned and watch him on his bench and deads. Alright, Heath's up next. 260 kilos on the bar. Another Lifters League athlete. Third and final attempt. $260 kilos for his third attempt. THP. Oh, I think he's moved his foot. Yeah, I think he might have moved his foot again. What the judges say. Yeah, unfortunately 2 reds there. I think head ref Susie got him for a foot movement. Yeah, and so did the side ref Aaron Sims, moving his feet after the squat call. So in GPC we obviously use a monolith with slings, and you're unable to walk your squat backwards once you unrack it. You are allowed to laterally shift your feet sideways as long as you do it before you get the squat command. So if you're going to move your feet, you really need to let the head ref know before you pick up the bar, so they give you that extra time. In GPC most people don't shift their feet at all. Obviously it's advantageous not to walk backwards. But yeah, unfortunately they got done twice in a row for moving his feet after the squat call. Alright, we're at 275 now for Trent. He had a pretty hard time at 265 on his previous attempt. Let's see what he can pull out of the bag here. Oh, wow. Was it depth? Yes. Well done. I like Trent. I like him a lot, but I wasn't convinced about this attempt, but he proved me wrong and he ground through that. It's a really great attempt. Perfect weight selection there from Trent. Bar is now loaded for Sonny. $277.5. Eastside barbell lifter, coached by Josh Tate here to my right. Let's go, Sonny. 277 on the bar. Down he goes. Come on! Looked like a solid attempt. And he gets a 2-to-1 majority. One red there for depth. All right, the king, Ricky Goodyear. Ricky's competed at multiple world championships. I've travelled all over the world with Ricky. Our first time together was in Slovakia 2012, where Ricky got second in the 110s. Next year we went to Hungary. We competed at Eger, where he won the 110 kilo division. The following year he went to Argentina in South America, won the 100 kilo divisions, and then took a break after that. Went and did some marathon running, some motorbike riding, some astrophotography. But here he is now, 310 for his third and final attempt. We should see a solid attempt here from Ricky. Look at that. What a beautiful, beautiful looking squat. Ricky's best squat is 350 or 355 kilos. So he's just getting warmed up. You give him another 12 months and we're going to see some big, big things from Ricky again. We plan on traveling to Canada in October to compete at the GPC World Championships. I want to see an 800-pound squat from him when we get there. Ricky's a masters lifter. He's 40 years old, 44 I think he is, 44 years old, maybe 45 by the time he gets to Canada. It's going to be great to see him give it a good go against the younger blokes. What do you want? All right. Cameron, big Cambo, 210 kilos on the bar. Looked like a pretty solid attempt there from Cam. He earns himself 3 white lights. The bar is loaded. Nick Thomas, 220 kilos on the bar. Down he goes into the hole. Very smooth bare knee squat in a set of cowboy boots at that. Well done. Alright, Connor Pugh's up next. Followed by Brad, Manuel, Flynn, Mark and Jason. I'm watching. $225 on the bar. The bar is loaded for Connor. These are the opening attempts for your heavyweight men. We have the 125, 140 and super heavyweight class. 40 seconds remaining on the clock for Connor. $225 kilos on the bar. Look like a fast squat. Gets a 2-to-1 majority. Good lift. Up next we've got Brad Reed. Alright, just moving the racks in for Big Brad. Brad is one of our super heavyweight lifters, weighing in at 165 kilos. Competing in knee sleeves today, not knee wraps, just sleeves and a belt. Strong on rack. Come on, Brad. Down he goes. Pretty easy looking squat. Gets a 2-to-1 majority. Good lift. Got one red for the foot after the squat call. Alright, next up we've got Manuel, another our second super heavyweight lifter, opening at 230 kilos. Oh, and if we have a look on their benches, you can see there's only 5 kilo difference between their opening bench attempts. I reckon it's going to be a pretty good battle coming into the deadlifts for the super heavyweight podium. Manuel's up next, 230 kilos. I'm going to pass you over to our other MC, Matt, just while I go and wrap some knees.
It looked quick, and 3 white lights. Up next we have Flynn. Flynn will be attempting 240 kilos. The bar is loaded. Three white lights, it's a good lift. Bar is loaded for Mark Wilkins. Mark will be attempting 240 kilos. Well, it was very quick, and it's a 2-to-1 majority. It's a good lift. Bar is loaded for Jason.
Alright, I'm back. I just had to go and wrap Jason's knees. He's the lifter on deck right now. 255 kilo opening attempt. Down he goes, and up. Easy peasy. Lightweight, 3 white lights. I'll take full credit for that squat, so I repped his knees. Alright, next lifter is Caleb. Alright, Caleb, 275 on the bar. These are the opening attempts for the super heavyweight men. We're about halfway through the opening round. Judges say 3 white lights. Well done. Alright, Leroy is up next, down from Townsville. Trains out of Valhalla Strength Townsville up there with Brad Jess, Ryan Neal and the rest of the crew. 285 kilo opening attempt, followed by Robert Howes. Alright, Robert. Leroy, let's see what you got, buddy. 285 for your opening attempt. Oh, that looked like a good squat. Well, the judges say 3 white lights. Well done. Sorry, I forgot the score sheet again. But we caught most of that squat. Alright, same weight on the bar for Robert. 285 kilos. Alright, the bar is loaded. $285 kilos for Robert, the final opening attempt for the heavyweight men. $285 on the bar. Wow, it looked easy enough. What do the judges say? 3 white lights. Well done, Robert. Alright, now we're back to Cam. We're going to start the round again for the second round of squats for the heavyweights. We've got Cam, Brad, Nick, Connor and Manuel. Alright, the bar is now loaded for Cambo Slice. Rocking the short mohawk today. When Cam's not powerlifting, he's a security guard at the casino and an amateur pro golfer. Looked like a pretty good squat. I don't know if Cam is actually an amateur pro golfer, but he's damn good on the club, so if he's not, someone should hook him up. I was very impressed with his golfing skills. Alright, Brad Reed is up next. Training with Critter. out at East Side Barbell out in Brisbane's Bayside. The bar is loaded. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to our channel. We really need to get to 1,000 likes, 1,000 subscribes, sorry. YouTube will unlock extra features for us once that happens. We're only currently at about 60. We've got a long way to go. 235 kilos on the bar for Brad. Like a pretty comfy squat. Gets himself 3 white lights. Alright, Nick Thomas is up next, 240 kilos. Bar is loaded for Nick Thomas. Cowboy boots and no sleeves or wraps. Loves it. Thanks, Jess. Thanks for the subscription. See it pop up there on our stream. Really appreciate it. There he goes. Whoa. That was a beautiful squat. $260. What's he going to go next, old Nick? Yep, so Nick, the bare knee squatter, just went 240 on his second. He's going 260 for his third attempt shortly. Up next, though, we've got Connor. His bar is loaded. Look like a strong squat. He gets 2-to-1 majority on that squat. 1 red would be for depth. Using the Titan THP knee wraps. The very, very stiff wrap. Hard to get down. Alright, Manuel is up next. Then I'm going to have to leave you when Flynn comes out. I need to go and wrap Jason's knees again. Bar is loaded for Manuel. Actually, I'll pass you over to Matt right now.
Let's go, Manny. Come on. Just like the last one, man.
He made it up 2 reds, unfortunately, for depth. Up next we have Flynn, who will be attempting 260 kilos. It was a good fight, and he's done it. 3 white lights. 260 staying on the bar next for Mark Wilkins. The bar is loaded. Ah, just missing it there. Let's see if we can get it next time. Up next we have Jason Gillipsy, who will be attempting 280 kilos. Hey Ryan. Five red plates aside, the bar is loaded.
All right, Big Jason, 280 kilos for his second attempt. Just come back from wrapping his knee. You see his right knee there. The wrap is it's only just tied up, so really hope this holds for him. Boy's got big legs. Oh, thank God. I was really nervous about that. But he gets himself 3 white lights. Well done, Jason. All right, up next, we've got Caleb, Leroy, and Robert. $295 on the bar now for Caleb. The bar is now loaded. $295 on the bar. Another lifters league lifter. $295 kilos. A bit sketchy on the unrack, but he's alright. Takes it down. Looked like a rather solid attempt. And he gets 3 white lights. Well done. Alright, up next we've got Leroy out of Valhalla Strength in Townsville. Beard of the Gods. $305 kilo squat. Down he goes. Look, oh, just losing a board there. It was a nice deep squat though. Hopefully he can come back that and get that on his next attempt. Just tipping forward there out of the hole. You can see he knew it straight away. He gave a shake to the boys and they helped him back up. Alright, Robert's up next. 310 kilos. His opener was pretty comfy, so this should be no trouble. $310 kilos on the bar for Rob. This would have to be a personal best for Rob. Looked pretty comfy. How was the depth? Oh, unfortunately 2 reds there for depth. Looks good from the front, but what you can't see is how much tilts when he squats. So whilst his chest does go down a fair way, which makes it look like a really deep squat, those hips just keep shooting backwards and doesn't actually lower the crease of the hip all that much. I'm sure he'll get that on his next attempt though. Alright, we're now back to the start with Cambo Slice for the third and final round of squats. Bar is loaded for Cambo. Oh, what a great looking squat by Cam. 3 white lines. Beautiful, beautiful squat. Brad Reed is our next lifter on deck. Training out of his side barbell with Critter. 245 on the bar for his third attempt. Competing in knee sleeves. Got 1 red on one of his previous squats for moving his feet after the squat ball. Hopefully he doesn't make the same mistake again. He can go 3 from 3, 245 kilos. What the judges say about that? 3 white lights for Brad. What a great looking squat. Great work, Brad. Alright, Connor's up next, 250 kilos. The bar is loaded for Connor. Nice strong unrock there. Down into the hole. What do the judges say this time round? Oh, unfortunately 2 reds there on depth again. I think he got his opener though. Connor 225 on his opener, 240 for a second, just missing that 250 on depth. Then the same for Manuel, our next lifter on deck. Successful with 230, just missing 250. He's going to have another cracker on his third and final squat. Alright, the bar is loaded. After the squats, we're going to take a 5-minute break and swap my mic over to a wide one, see if that helps any of the static sounds that some guys are hearing. Let's see if we get this show back on the road rather quickly. A little bit unstable there on the unrack. Looked pretty good with depth, a little bit sticky in the top half. Oh, and he gets a 2-1 minority. Got a red for bar dip. I think that might be a little bit of a rough call. Didn't look like bar dip on the live stream, but I'm not a ref.
Let's go, Nick. Bar is loaded. What a squat. 3 white lights. I don't think this guy knows how strong he is. No belt, no knee wraps, and he's wearing cowboy boots. That was awesome, man. Up next we have Mark Wilkins, 260 staying on the bar. He made it up, but 2 reds, unfortunately, for depth. Flynn O'Brien's up next. He'll be attempting 270 kilos for his final attempt. The bar is loaded.
Alright, now we've got Flynn 270 in the hole. Oh, what a good looking attempt. What about depth? 3 white lights, well done, Flynn. Alright, next lifter on deck is Jason Gillespie, 292.5 kilos. I just have to duck away to wrap his knees again. We've got a much better time on top of that wrap this time. Jason's best squat is 300 kilos. Yeah. The Ricky Goodyear's just come over to have a chat. Alright, let's see what Jason does. 292.5 on the bar. Oh, yes. Look good, what the judges say. Yeah, that's another one for me. I'm claiming that one. Claiming that was all me. All he did was do it. I wrapped the knees. I'm claiming that squat. Alright, we don't have that many spots left in the round. 3 to go. We've got Caleb, Leroy, and Robert. 305, 305, and 310. The bar is loaded for Caleb. 305 kilos on the bar. Oh no, just losing balance. A good call by the spotters to grab that bar. Yeah, you see just shifting over to the right there, and the boys said nah, and they just picked it back up. Alright, 2 more squats. We've got Leroy and Robert. Then we're going to have a 5-minute break. I'm going to swap my microphone over. And then we'll get into the 110 kilo men bench. Big Leroy, bearded gods, all the way from Valhalla Strength in Townsville. Getting handled by Coach Brad Bowie. That looked like a better attempt there from Leroy, what do the judges say? 2-1 majority, it's a good lift. That'll be 1 red for depth, I would think. Alright, on to our final squat for the GPC state titles. This is our 4th competition we've run over the 2 days. A lot of lifters, a lot of squats. A lot of impressive lifting. It's 310 kilos now for Robert. Robert's been competing in our comp for many years. It's been great to see him grow as a lifter. Great to see him at these comps now being at the top of the pack. $310 on the bar for Robert's final squat attempt. Oh, just shifting to the side there. But controlled it well. Gets himself 3 white lights. Well done, Robert. Alright, we're just going to take a few moments. And then we'll get into the bench press.
Shutterstock Music. Shutterstock Music.
Hello, hello. Alright, let's see if this mic is any better. If there's anybody there on the feed, can you write a comment? Just let me know if this mic's any better. It's too loud, too soft, or what the story might be. Seems to be picking up a lot of background noise. Sounds good. Thanks, AJ. Does the mic need to be louder or softer compared to the music? Is there any crackling anymore? Thanks, Billy. I've just changed from a wireless mic to a wired mic. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. Yeah, alright. I'll do away with the wireless mic from now on. I won't use it, or I might use it. I might try it again once it's fully charged and it's not on charge. Maybe that's causing some issues also. But yeah, for now we'll run with the wired mic. We've got the bench press in place now. I'll give you a quick look at where we're at. I'm just going to go move the cameras and give us a better view, and then we will be back. I'll turn my mic off.
Shutterstock Music. Shutterstock Music. Shutterstock Music.
That was a much quicker turnaround than I was thinking, but we're all good now. Got everything set and ready to go. Let's move our mini camera to the chalk bowl so you can see everyone in the staging area. 125 on the bar for Carlos. Oh, wasn't too bad, but there was a bit of dipping. 3 white lights. Watch this on the replay. Didn't look all that stationary to me. Yeah, you see a little bit of a bounce there. AJ, yeah, there was no issues this morning. I used a wired mic this morning, but Matt is MC at the gym this afternoon, so I used my own microphone so I could do it for the live feed. Alright, Elias is on now, 125 kilos on the bar.
Have any like glue stuff or anything for you here? That locks some off the
The judges say 2-1 majority, good lift. 1 red light was for dipping after the press, I think. Sorry, I missed that lift. Alright, up next we've got Saxon, Heath and Nathan. And the go to a Ricky opening on a 190 bench. Looked like a pretty strong opening attempt from Saxon. He gets 3 white lights.
Shutterstock Music.
130 on the bar for Heath. Very smooth bench press. He earns himself 3 white lights. Well done, Heath. Alright, up next we've got Nathan with 135. Alright, the bar is better. Sorry, the bar is better. The bar is loaded for Nathan with 135 kilos. Look pretty strong. Just 3 white lights. Well done. Up next, we've got Big Trent McFasden, 135 kilo opening attempt. The bar is loaded for Trent. Kath McGill, thank you very much for your subscription. Every subscriber helps us get to our 1,000 subscriber goal, which will help us unlock extra features for YouTube. Help us bring you a better live streaming service. 135 down for Trent. Looked like a good lift. You see head ref Aaron just yelling at him to straighten his elbows at the start of that lift. He come out a little bit bent. Alright, Pierce, you're up next. 137.5 on the bar. Shutterstock. 137.5 kilos on the bar for Pierce. Looks like a nice, strong bench. Judges give him 3 white lights. Ben Walls is up next. 145 on the bar. Followed by Otis, Sonny, and Ricky. Looked like a good bench by Ben. Bar is loaded for Otis, 155 kilos. Look like a fast bench from Otis. 3 white lights. Sonny's up next, 160 kilos on the bar. The bar is loaded. Judges say 3 white lights. Well done. All right, the king, Ricky Goodyear, 190 kilo opening bench. There should be no dramas for Ricky. I think we'll see somewhere around a 210 kilo bench from him today. And after Ricky, it's back to the start for second round of bench of the 110 kilo men. As you can see, Sonny's currently the leader in the class, with Trent McFadden in second place. But that will all change after Ricky does this bench. Wow, what an opening attempt. 3 white lights. No troubles at all. Even in the slow-mo, it's going to look fast. No problems at all there from Ricky. Alright, we can see now Ricky's in the lead on a subtotal of 500 kilos even. Ricky subtotal. Second place, we have Sonny with 437. And Trent at 410. So, looking at their opening attempts as well, how they sit at the moment is most probably the order in which they will finish. 1, 2, 3 going to Ricky, Sonny and Trent. Judges say 3 white lights. Well done. Elias is our next lifter on deck. The bar is loaded. Unfortunately, not today. Hopefully we'll get that on his next attempt. The bar is loaded. Judges say it's 3 white lights. Well done there. All right, up next we've got Trent with 140 kilos going on the bar. The bar is loaded. Come on, Trent, 140 kilos for your second bench attempt. Or did his bum come off there? Let's wait for the referee's decision. Yeah, I think so. 2 reds there. I believe it would be for his bum coming up. Yeah. All right, the bar is now loaded for Heath. 142.5 kilos going on the bar. Was there a little dip? Was there a little dip there? Let's wait for the judges' decisions. Yes. Let's have a look on the slow-mo replay. Leaves the chest well. And then, yes, you can definitely see a small dip there. Good call by the refs. Alright, up next we have got Pierce, 142.5 going on the bar. Pierce's bar is loaded. Well, the judges say 3 white lights there. Well done. All right, Nathan's up next, 145 kilos. After Nathan, we've got Ben Walls, Otis, Sonny, and Ricky. The bar is loaded. See, Brendan's very loud shorts on screen now. Brendan from Epic Coaching. I actually know what type of bird that is on his shorts, and I'll give you a little bit of information about that after the lifting happens. 145 on the bar for Nathan. Second attempts. Very strong bench there by Nathan. It's 3 white lights. So Brendan's pants, they've actually got frigate birds on them. They're in a family of seabirds called Frigadae, which are found all across the tropical and subtropical oceans. There are 5 extant species. The bar is now loaded for Ben Walls. 150 kilos there for Ben.
Come on, Ben, 150 kilos on the bar. Oh, good lift. It was a great weight attempt selection. Hopefully, I think Ben will go 152.5 after that attempt. Let's see, we can check on the scorecard as he puts his attempt in. He's standing at the table. He's not sure. Oh, he's got 155. I'm not sure, Ben, I'm not sure. Alright, Otis, 170 kilos on the bar. $170 kilos on the bar for Otis. Not a bad attempt at all. Sunny with 172.5 now. Looked like a pretty solid attempt, and he gets three white lights for his efforts. Bar is loaded for Mr. Ricky Goodyear's second attempt of 200 kilos. Being lifted out by Brendan's shorts. They are the red-breasted frigate birds. I don't think this will be any trouble for Ricky. 200 kilos on the bar. Just as expected. Probably take 205 for a third, I would think. So the 5 extinct species of birds on Brandon's shorts under the single genus Frigata all have predominantly long black plumage, long deeply forked tails and long hooked bills, which are good for fishing. Females have white underbellies and males have a distinctive red gullet pouch which they inflate during the breeding season to attract females. The wings are long and pointed and can span up to 2.3 metres, much bigger than Brendan's shorts give them credit for. They're the largest winged area to body weight ratio of any bird in the world, which is a pretty cool fact. On that note, we're now on the third and final round of bench for the 110 kilo men. Starting off with Carlos at 135 and going all the way down to Ricky with 205. What do the judges say? 3 white lights. Well done, Carlos. The bar is now loaded for Elias. 135 kilos on the bar. No. No. Even if he didn't drop that then, there was a big bar dip which would have earned him red lights anyway. The bar is loaded for Trent McFadden. Oh, Trent, I reckon that bum might have come up again. Let's wait for the judge's decision. No, 3 white lights. Well done, Trent. You see how hard he drives with those legs. The bar is loaded for Heath. No way, Matt. Brandon's shorts are amazing. He always has a great selection of attire at these sorts of comps. It's the highlight of my day. Heath Young now with 142.5. We might get a quick word from Brandon shortly on his short selection for the day, how he chooses such amazing attire. Come on, push, 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 push. Oh my God, is he gonna, oh man. Was there a bar dip also though? Yeah, just a little one just then you can see. But man, he gave it a red hot crack. It just kept inching up and inching up. Alright, up next we've got Saxon. Bar is loaded.
Okay, sure. Give the people what they want, all about it.
Alright, up next we've got Saxon, 147.5. Up it comes. Oh no, not today. As you can see, we're halfway through the final round of benches for Flight A, which is your 110 kilos men. Just not enough in the tank there for Pierce. Kane, could you throw me that water bottle, please? Thanks. All right, Nathan Gatorsman's up next. I always really struggle with his last name. I'm sure I just butchered it. 150 kilos. Let's go, Nath.
Stay strong, man. Get tight. Go, Ben. Stay tight, man.
Ben Walls 155. He was successful with his 150. I thought maybe 152 was about what he had in the tank, but he has decided 155. Let's have a look and see if he can prove me wrong here. 155 kilos on the bar for Ben.
Go, 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 go.
Nah, just not quite enough. Also think it might have drifted forward a little bit. Bars loaded. $175 kilos on the bar now for Otis. Yeah, not quite enough in the tank there, Otis. $177.5 kilos on the bar now for Sonny. Not quite enough in the tank. Alright, our next lifter on deck is Ricky Goodyear, 205 kilos. And we'll move into the second round of bench pressing, which is flight B, 125 to super heavyweight men. As you can see from the scorecard, Ricky is in a massive lead with 510 on the sub, followed by Sonny and Trent.
Let's go, Ricky.
Let's go, Ricky. Oh no, just stalling out at the top with the triceps. Unlucky Ricky. Alright. We now move into the Flight B, first round of opening bench press. I'll see if I can grab Brandon after this bench press. One of his lifters, Cam, is on now. See if we can get some sort of explanation and reasoning behind the shorts. Oh, they're not mine, darling. I don't know. The judges say 3 white lights. Well done.
So Brendan, everyone wants to know your shorts. Where'd you get them from, and how did you choose such a delightful pair?
Well, I'm actually very lucky that my missus just came back from Colombia, visited the Galapagos Islands, where she picked up these shorts. The birds on them are actually native only to the Galapagos Islands. They're called frickers. So I'm very lucky that I don't actually have to choose my pants.
Well, there you have it. There is a story behind the shorts. The frickers must be in the genus that we talked about earlier, the Frigata family, which are found in the tropical and subtropical oceans and grow to a wingspan of up to 2.3 meters. But up next we have Connor with 125. Very, very comfortable opening attempt, and he gets 3 white lights. We're in the second and final flight for bench pressing. We have 3 rounds of benching to get through. We're currently on bench 1, halfway through, 155 kilos for manual. What do the judges say? 2-1 majority, good lift. 1 red was for dipping before the press. Let's watch this back on the slow-mo. Yeah, you can see a little bit of bouncing there on the chest. Whoa. It was a very, very fast bench. If you're interested, if you have a gym and you're interested in having any of your competitions live stream, Feel free to get in touch with us through the powerliftingtv.com.au website. There's a contact us form there. Be more than happy to discuss coming out and streaming your events. It's a great way to gain exposure for the gym and for any potential sponsors. So hit us up if you're keen. Bar is now loaded for Brad. He was our bare knee squatter earlier on in the day. I think he squatted 260 from memory. Now opening on a 160 kilo bench press. The judges say 3 white lights. Well done. The bar is now loaded for Robert, 165. He was the biggest squatter of the flight in Flight B. I think he squatted 310 kilos. Now he's benching 165. This is going to put him in a great spot for a podium. And it'll all come down to the deadlifts. Yeah, all day, every day for Robert. That was easy. All right, up next we've got Jason Gillespie. Jason, like Ricky, we've travelled all over the world competing together. Jason's competed, in a number of different countries, from Argentina, Czech Republic, Hungary, as a masters lifter. Squatted, I think, 292 kilos earlier today. Just shy of his best of 300. Those that don't know Jason, he's had a full shoulder reconstruction on the left side, and he's booked in to get his second shoulder reconstruction done in October this year. So he plans to compete in Canada later this year and then go in for surgery. He'd be in a lot of pain right now doing this bench press. It's 3 white lights from the judges. Jason does 1 or 2 singles every week on the bench. That's all the training that he does. He can't do any sort of volume. He can't actually lift his arm, even halfway up to shoulder height. It's that bad. So full shoulder recon in October this year. All the damage was from playing football as a teens and early 20s, then getting into security and maybe getting into a few little tiffs over the years. And he's found himself now needing 2 shoulder recons. Bar is now loaded for Nick. Looked pretty comfortable for Nick. 200 kilo opening attempt. Leroy opening on 205 kilos, getting lifted out by Brad Bowie, owner and head coach up at Valhalla Strength Townsville. It was a very soft touch. It's 3 white lights. Well done. All right, we're into round 2 with Cambo, 130 kilos. The bar is loaded for Cam, kicking off round 2. A little bit slow from the middle there, but no doubt at all that he was going to get that bench. Remember, if you join this stream, please subscribe to our channel. We have a goal to hit 1,000 subs to unlock some extra features for YouTube streaming, which will help us bring you a better quality stream. So the more subscribers we get, the better. The bar is now loaded for Connor. Down he goes. The judges say 3 white lights. Currently have 60 subscribers, so that means we're 940 subscribers short of our goal of 1,000. So please don't be shy. Bar is loaded for Mark Wilkins, 160 kilos. What do the judges say? Yeah, 1 red there for being a little bit funny with the touch. Sort of touched and then hovered just above it before the ref gave the call. Don't think it come off his chest, but it did definitely move up slightly. Aaron, jump the call. When you subscribe to our channel, you'll notice a little monster come up on the bottom left of the screen. Lets everyone know what a top bloke or woman you are. So that's awesome. All right, Manuel's up next, 162.5 kilos. A little bit uneven, but not bad. It's a 2-1 majority. 1 red for dipping. I don't think there was a dip, but the ref's got to call it as they see it, when they see it. They don't get the luxury of a live stream with a replay. That's why there's 3 of them. The bar is loaded. Looked like a pretty good bench there by Flynn, and he gets 3 white lights. All right, Brad Reed's up next, 172.5. The bar is now loaded for Brad. Great technique there by Brad. 3 white lights. Right, Robert Howes, 180 kilos on the bar. Yeah, look pretty good. Reckon he'll probably go 185 for his 3rd attempt. Alright, the bar is now loaded for Jason. Not quite enough. I reckon that shoulder's probably giving me a little bit of grief now. Yeah, he's walked off holding the shoulder a little bit. Good as gold next year once he gets this recon. He said his new shoulder is better than ever. Bar is loaded for Caleb. Oh, what an attempt. What do the judges say? 3 white lights. Well done. Bar is now loaded for Nick Thomas, 207. .207 on the bar for Nick. Oh, not a bad looking bench press at all by Nick. It's a 2-to-1 majority. He got 1 red from side referee Aaron for moving his feet after the start call. Bar is now loaded 220 kilos. This is by far the biggest bench of the entire competition. Leroy 125 kilo weight class. Let's see how he fares. Up it comes. Oh, look pretty comfy. What the judges say. 2-to-1 majority. 1 red for his bum leaving the bench. Yeah, must have a lot of leg drive for a 125er to get his bum off the bench. Bar is loaded for Cambo. Oh no, not quite enough. For those that love powerlifting of all sorts, Blaine Sumner, Vanilla Gorilla from the USA, just squatted 1135, which is 515 kilos. It's the biggest squat ever in the IPF history. Was equipped, obviously, tested. 515 is a monstrous squat. Walked out. Very, very impressive. Connor's up now. 140 kilos on the bar. Judges say 2-to-1 minority there. Jump the press call. Needs to really get better at being motionless on the chest as well. The bar is now loaded for Mark. All right, Mark Wilkins, 165 on the bar. Oh, not quite enough, and an awesome catch by our spotting team. All right, the bar is loaded for manual, 170 kilos. Judges say 2-1 majority, good lift. One red light was for bar dip. Must have been a dip off the chest. All right, Flynn, bar is loaded. Looked like a pretty great bench there from Flynn, and he gets himself 3 white lights. Bar is now loaded for Brad Breed. $180 kilos on the bar, just shy of 400 pounds. I think there was a bit of a dip after the press call as well. All right, the bar is now loaded for Robert. 185 for Robert. Oh, was there a bar dip? I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like he's gotten 2 reds from the judges. Oh, it was so small. Oh, that was unlucky there for Robert. Definitely did dip, but boy was it tiny.
I watched the slow-mo. It's like millimeter bar dip.
200 kilos on the bar now for Caleb. No, not quite enough today. Not a good save by the spotters. Alright, the bar is now loaded. Oh, that looked like a great bench there by Nick. It's 2-1. Good work. I think it was 1 red for his foot moving. Wow, 500-pound bench coming up by Leroy. This will be the final bench of the competition. We're going to have a short break after this bench. And we'll get into everyone's favourite lift, the deadlift. The bar is loaded. 500 pounds. Lifted out by Coach Brad Bowie from Valhalla Strength up in Townsville. He's had a couple of lifters here over the weekend and he's travelled down to help them out. Oh no, not there today. Solid effort. Great work. We're going to have a 10-minute break now while we swap out the equipment and get all of the referees fed and toilet breaks. And then we'll be right back.
Shutterstock Music. 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 start music.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're moments away from kicking off. Kicking off with Carlos, Nathan, and Saxon. This is where your meat gets decided, the deadlifts. Although looking at this in the 110 class, it looks like it's already been decided. As long as everyone, as long as Ricky, Trent and Sonny all get at least one deadlift in, I'm pretty sure we already know the way that this one will end. Depending on how big Sonny's deadlift could be, you never know, he could, Trent could come out of nowhere and get him at second, but it looks unlikely at this stage. It looks like Ricky will win, followed by Sonny and then Trent in third. Let's just see how this goes. First up, we've got Carlos, 190 kilos. Two to one majority from the refs. Actually, I think that was a good lift. He just had his remote upside down. Alright, Nathan's up next, 190 kilos also on the bar for him. All day, every day. Very easy lift there for Nathan. Up next we've got Saxon, 200 kilos going on the bar. Bar is loaded for Saxon. 200 kilo opening attempt. Look pretty comfortable. 2 to 1 majority, good lift. One red light for soft knees. Alright, up next we've got Ben Walls. 225 kilos going on the bar for him. Had a little bit of a rough day so far, only making one squat. He come back and made 2 benches though, which is great. Let's see if he can get his next squat.
That's wrong lifter. It's wrong lifter. Hello? Wrong lifter. Ben Wall.
He's got 30 seconds remaining. We almost had the wrong lifter come out.
Hurry up, Ben.
He's got 15 seconds. 10 seconds to start his lift. Up he goes. And he just makes it on. He just makes it. Give me a heart attack. And now Elias is out. Bar is loaded. $230 kilos on the bar for Elias. Definitely a lifters league deadlifter. Very vertical shins when he lifts. 230 kilos. Bar is now loaded for Heath. Another lifters league lifter by the looks of it. 230 kilos. $230 on the bar. Looks pretty good. He gets 3 white lights for his efforts. Alright, up next we've got Pierce.
Hey, Gus, get him to pull his socks up.
$250 kilos now going on the bar for Pierce. Bar is loaded now. 250 on the bar. Judges say 3 white lights, well done. Another lifters league deadlifter Pierce. Always see them with that very vertical shin starting position. Alright, Sonny, second, he's the favourite to take out second today in the 110 kilo class. Pretty sure all you'll need to do is make this lift successful and he should lock in the second place position. He is pulling sumo, so there is the possibility that he does get off balance. But I guess we'll find out momentarily. I don't think there was any doubt with that one. Gets himself 3 white lights. The bar now moves to 270 kilos for Otis. You guys can see in the middle of your screen to each the left and the right sides, you can see the chalk bowl there. So you might be able to see some big power slaps coming as the boys get really amped up to get these heavy lifts. Judges say 3 white lights. Brandon's always good to give a couple of stingers on the back of the shoulders. 275 kilo opener there for Trent McFadden. Looks pretty. 5 red plates and a collar. No real trouble there for Trent. Gets himself 3 red rights. Ricky Goodyear, the king. 290 kilo opening attempt for Ricky. Wasn't his fastest lift, but there was definitely no problem with that one at all. Ricky's gone 3:05 for a second attempt. Ricky's best deadlift is 337.5. That was done a number of years ago now. 3:05 will be a recent PB. I think he did it in 2015. I think he pulled 337. So it's been a fair while. You can see now Ricky's on 800 with Sonny on 715 and Trent at 690. Look pretty good. 3 white lights. $210 kilos on the bar for Nathan. Up it goes. Pretty comfortable second attempt. 3 white lights. $217 now on the bar for Saxon Howard. See some of those little slaps on that little mini screen there by Gus. Just getting the boys fired right up. 217 on the bar. Looks pretty good. 3 white lights. Alright, next up we've got Ben Walls. He's ready and at the platform this time. Paying a bit more attention than on his previous attempt, which is good. We hate to see a person time out. Normally happens at a comp. We always have 1 or 2 lifters time out, but this comp, we've had around 100 lifters, just over, and not a single person has timed out yet, which is great to see. 235 on the bar now for Ben Walls. That looked like a pretty good lift. What do the judges say? 3 white lights. Alright, bar is now loaded for Elias. 242.5. The judges say 3 white lights. Well done. Up next we've got Heath Young with 245 kilos. $245 on the bar. Judges say 3 white lights. $265 now for Pierce. Three white lights, well done. All right, up next we've got Sunny, 275 kilos. All right, the bar is loaded. $275 on the bar for Sunny's second deadlift attempt. It's 5 reds and a collar, just shy of 600 pounds. Rockets that up to the top. Earns himself 3 white lights for his efforts. $287.5 now for Trent McFadden. It looked like a pretty solid attempt. 287.5. All right, Otis is up next, 300 kilos. He's getting up to some real heavy weights now, 300 kilos. All right, the bar is loaded for Otis. Look pretty good. 3 white lights. He's pretty happy about that. All right, Ricky Goodyear, or Goodyear Ricky, as he's known to the Slovakians. 305 kilos on the bar. He always blasts into these deadlifts. Looked like a pretty tough lift, but he gets 3 white lights. I'd be very surprised if Ricky puts in another attempt after that. There's really no point. He has already won the competition. He can't be caught. Looking at the score sheet now, Ricky's on 8:15. The guy that's in second would be Sunny. He's at 7:25. He's literally 90 kilos ahead. So unless Sunny's going to put, he's going to need to put 365 on the bar. There's really no point. On to the third and final round for Flight A. We've got Carlos with 215 kilos. What do the judges say? Oh, was there a bit of a hitch there at the end? I'm not sure. I think you'll probably find that there is. Hitch. So, he got reds for hitching and also his language. He has been warned earlier today that we don't allow profanities on the platform. We understand it's a passionate sport, but rules are rules. 220 kilos on the bar now for Nathan. Let's go, Nathan. Up it goes, keep it moving. All the way. Yes. Oh, 2 reds there for possibly a hitch. Yeah, maybe a bit of a hitch at the top. Very, very close though. Alright, Saxon's up next. Alright, the bar is loaded now for Saxon. Got stuck, but I don't think it's bad. Oh, you'll 2 reds. The guy has a little bit of an attitude problem, and if this was not the end of the comp, I would be suggesting that he need to tone it down or he won't be allowed to finish. Alright, Ben Walls, 240 kilos on the bar. 240 kilos, Ben Walls. No, not quite enough in the tank today. Elias Domingos is up next, 255 kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded. Oh, so close. Heath's now 255. Well, the judge is going to say, unfortunately, 3 reds there for hitching. You just see him bouncing that bar off his thighs. $275 now on the bar for Pierce Leary. The bar is loaded. Wow. Oh no! Just losing control of the bar at the top there. That was a great effort though. You just see it in his right hand just starting to open up at the top. You see it dropping. So close. Alright, the bar is loaded now for Sonny. Looks to be having got second place today in the 110 kilo men's division.
Go, Sonny.
That looked like a great lift. All right, big Trent McFadden. Part-time bodybuilder, part-time powerlifter. 300 kilos on the bar. The bar is loaded. 300 kilos. Come on, Trent, keep it going. Go, Trent, go, Trent, go, go. Oh man, that was so close. Really, really solid attempt there by Trent. This will be the last lift. As I presumed, Ricky is not taking a third attempt. You can see it there zeroed out. So this will be the last deadlift of the 110 kilo man. We're using the Valhalla Strength competition deadlift bar, available from the Valhalla Strength shop. 310 for Otis's final lift. Oh no, not today. Alright, we're going to move into the final lot of deadlifts. We've got Flight B, which is your 125s, 140s and super heavyweight men. Having a look down the scorecard here, you see Brad and Manuel in the supers. 17.5 difference, but 10 kilo different in opener, so it's going to put them 7.5 kilos the difference coming into round 2. So keep an eye out on Manuel, because he might sneak through and get the win over Brad. We're not sure. We'll have to keep an eye on that as the competition progresses. Then checking out Rob Howe's favourite for the 125s. Keep an eye on it after the first round of deadlifts. We'll have a good look at the scorecard and see where everyone's at. Looked like a very comfortable opening attempt there by Connor. Mark Williams was up next, 220 kilo opening attempt. Oh, that looked good, but Mark's really got to watch the flex on his right arm. Watch how much that flexes. Boom. That's a bicep tear waiting to happen. Hopefully he can get that sorted before his next heavy training cycle. Alright, the bar is loaded now for Cam. Very, very easy opening attempt. Bar is loaded for Brad Reed. Looked like a pretty comfortable attempt, and he gets himself 3 white lights. Alright, so after Manuel's deadlift, we'll check out where they're sitting. Let's go Manuel. 240 on the bar. Oh, there's a lot left in that. I think it's going to come down to this last deadlift. So we see 647 for Brad Reed and 640 for Manuel. Brad's gone up by 12 and a half. Manuel's gone up by 20. No, 15. It's going to close the gap to 5 kilos the difference. It's going to come down to the final deadlift for the supers. That looked like a great lift there by Flynn. All right, Jason Gillespie's up next. Quarter ton, 250 kilos. Judges say 3 white lights. Well done. All right, the bar is now loaded for Leroy. 260 kilos. Something's gone. Oh, he left his soft suit off. He's got 26 seconds remaining. Had his soft suit shoulders off, which obviously is not permissible. 15 seconds remaining. Plenty of time. And easy a deadlift. Caleb with 2.75. No, he didn't have the right socks on, didn't have the right length.
They're not knee high. Is there any tape? Is there any tape in there, Matt? Got to be knee high.
Needs to have knee-high socks. Oh, it looks like we've lost our score sheet. Just bear with me momentarily. So looks like someone's knocked out one of our cables. Unfortunately, the previous lifter has timed out due to short socks. Needs to be knee-high socks. I'll try and get the scorecard back as soon as possible. This is Rob Howes with 280 kilos. There we go, we're back in action. 3 white lights for Rob, well done. Does he have socks? So I've got some in my bag. All right, 280 on the bar for Nick. $20 seconds remaining. Looks like a pretty comfortable lift. He gets himself 3 white lights. All right, we've got Connor up next, 230 kilos. All right, the bar is loaded. You'll notice everyone's wearing knee-high socks. It's to protect everyone's health. We've kind of got one red for bar dip, I think. Let's have a look back at the replay. Oh, I didn't see any dip there. Yeah, you'll notice everyone's wearing knee-high socks, and that's just to make sure that anyone that cuts their shins, especially sumo lifters, their skin's protected from the bar. That way it doesn't bleed, and there's no transfer of blood between lifters. $240 kilos on the bar for Mark. That bicep really, really worries me. I'm hoping we don't see an injury today. 2-1 majority. Let's see if we can pick what the red may have been for from Susie. Susie, what was the red for? Yeah, so he got warned last attempt for dumping the bar onto the floor. He did it again, so Susie red lighted him for it. An instant red light would be dropping the bar, but we also expect our lifters to not throw the bar at the floor, just to protect and respect our equipment. He obviously didn't heed Susie's advice and earned a red for that. 242 by Brad. Looked pretty comfortable, and he earns himself 3 white lights. Currently got 40 people watching this live stream for the 2020 Queensland State Championships. Had just under 300 people view it this session. Takes it up to almost 2,000 views over the entire weekend, which is not bad for our first comp doing this. I'm pretty happy with that. Thanks for everyone tuning in. It's very good by Cam. I believe that is an equal personal best for Cam. He's leaving a little bit in the tank for his third lift, which is going to be 260 kilos, which will be a nice little way to end the day for him. Bar is loaded for Manuel. Look in that little box, there's a couple of big slaps going on there. Judges say 3 white lights. Well done. Jason with 267. Oh, very, very easy deadlift. But one red there. I'm not sure what that was for. But drop in the bar. One red for not placing the bar down without force, I suppose, is the right way to word that. $270 on the bar now for Flynn. Are those hips all the way through? Yes, 3 white lights. Leroy with 275 kilos. Thanks, Luke. Glad you're enjoying the live stream, mate. The judges say 3 white lights for Leroy. Well done. All right, up next we've got Caleb with 300 kilos. All right, the bar is loaded by for Caleb. 300 kilos on the bar. Two to one majority. Good lift. 1 red for lapping. Robert Howes is up next, 300 kilos. Successful with 280 on his second. See how he goes on his third and final attempt. Sorry, this is on his second attempt. Still got 1 in the bag after this. Come on, Rob. Up it goes, leaves the floor, up to his knees. Oh, just not quite enough in the tank. With another lifter at the same weight, Nick Thomas, 300 kilos for his second attempt. Not sure where Nick's from, doesn't seem to have a coach here with him. But I am loving his choice of footwear. Rocking some cowboy boots. Nice tanned leather boot. Let's see if it helps him get this lift. 300 kilos for his second attempt. $30 remaining on the clock. Up it goes, leaves the floor well, passes the knees. What do the judges say about that? 3 white lights for Nick, well done. But that is the end of the round. We now have the third and final round of deadlifts for the entire 2020 Queensland State Championships. Oh. All right, the bar is now loaded for Connor. Oh man, that was such a good effort that I'm pretty sure he's going to get 3 reds there for hitching. Yeah, look at that. Look, gutsy effort. I think this might be his first comp. He's had a great day out. All right, Brad Reed, 250 kilos. Gone up 7.5, which will give him a 667 total. We'll see if this is going to be enough to take out the super heavies. Lots of people in the crowd here for Brad tonight. 667 kilos will be his total if successful with this lift. Up it goes, up it goes, up, 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 up. Can he lock it out? Has he locked it out to their satisfaction? Yes, he has. All right. It's going to be on like Donkey Kong for this gold medal. We're going to look at Manuel. He's gone up by 15, which will take him to 670. Tip him Brad at the post by 2.5 kilos. He needs to get that lift to win the super heavyweight. So we'll watch out for Manuel in a couple of lifts' time. 260 kilos on the bar for Mark. Oh, just not quite enough in the tank there. Awesome, awesome effort. Well done. All right, Big Cambo, 260 kilos on the bar. This will be a big personal best attempt for Cam. Let's go, Cambo. 260 on the bar, leaves the floor well, passes the knees. Can he lock his hips? Can he lock him out to the judge's satisfaction? Oh, I'm not sure, Cambo. Ah, just not got those hips quite through enough for the judges today. All right, now we've got Manuel. This will be to win the super heavyweight division. Brad Reed is currently winning. Manuel needs this to win with 2.5 kilos. The bar is loaded for Manuel. There's a lot riding on this lift. Come on, Manuel.
Come on, Manny.
270 kilos on the bar. Up it comes, up it, oh, shoots up to the top. What do the judges say? He shot himself off the platform with excitement. Hopefully he hasn't done himself a mischief. He's super excited about that. As we will see, finishes the day with 670 kilos, just beating Brad by 2.5 with 667.5.
Did he win?
All right, up next we've got Jason Gillespie, 277.5. Received one red light for putting the bar down too roughly in his previous attempt. I'm sure he won't do that again. Up it comes. Pretty comfortable. And the judges say 3 white lights. Well done. All right, Flynn's up next, 280. $280 kilos on the bar for Flynn's third and final deadlift. Oh, no, not today. Someone put some glue under those by the looks of it. All right. Leroy is up next with 285 kilos, already sitting on an 800 total. This will take him to 810. He's in the 125 division. Looks like he's got a pretty solid lead. I don't think he can be caught. Come on, Leroy, up it goes, leaves the floor well. Has he locked it out to the judge's satisfaction? Yes, he has. Takes him to 8:10. I don't think anyone can catch him from here. Rob will finish on 7:90 if successful with this in the 125s. And Caleb will end up on 7:90. Alright, let's go, Rob. Up it goes. Not quite as high as his previous attempt. Just stalling out of the knees there. Next comp. .307 going on the bar now for Nick. .307.5. We had a last minute bar change then, and that will be to maybe take out second. .307.5 for Nick. .307.5. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Off it goes, passes the knee. No, just gets stuck there, unfortunately. That was a solid effort, though. It's a very wide stance for a conventional deadlifter. 3:12 on the bar now for Caleb. Just stalling at the knees. That was a great effort, though. That concludes all of the competition. 2 days of jam-packed lifting at the Queensland State Championships. It's been an absolute ball. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I'll just open all of the screens. Here's all of the placings. Ricky, Sonny, and I can't see now, but you see all the placings here. I don't know how big it is for your screen. But they are your lifters. Well done, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. It'll really help us out. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll only improve from here. Take it easy, enjoy the rest of the Sunday night, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye.